Hey, everybody, welcome inside the studio again for another edition of Youth Baseball Midwest, the show. We appreciate you being with us. And, man, we've had a lot going on. We appreciate you guys supporting the show. All you that have subscribed, we appreciate you being there. If you're enjoying the show, if you're watching, please hit that subscribe button. Hit the dinger, get your notifications on the next show coming up. We're on Tuesdays and Thursdays, 3 p.m. Central Standard Time on our YouTube channel. All you got to do is go to YouTube, search Youth Baseball Midwest. There we will be. So we appreciate you being with us. You know, our goal here is just to bring perspective, insights, and have some fun. I appreciate Matt Shadow. We've been working on our podcast, YBM Cast, having a lot of fun with that. Matt's a great guy. And just, as we're talking here, we've got some new stuff coming up, and we'll inform you here with our YBM Cast as we move into the new year. I'll get to that just in a minute. But first, I want to talk a little bit. As you can see on the screen here, we've got our Winter Workout Tour, 2021 Winter Workout Tour, coming up in March. We're setting that in motion. We're going to be talking. We're broadening out a little bit. So we've got the Midwest Mavericks Baseball Club down in Springfield. We're going to be going down there and stopping and talking to them. We're going to be heading down to St. Genevieve, Missouri, talking to the St. Gen River Dogs. We're looking forward to that, and we're hoping to get up into with the Extreme Baseball and Softball Club up in Galesburg, Illinois. Chris Vest and his group, and we're waiting on one other one to confirm, but I think it's going to be a really good tour. We're broadening out a little bit, looking more into the state of Missouri, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So put that on your calendar. We're going to be having that coming out in March. We're getting ready to shoot that here real soon as everybody starts getting into the winter workout season, right? That ain't too far away. So we're looking forward to that, and let's get into the rest of the show here. I want to talk a little bit here. We got our social shout-outs. I got our website up. As you can see, we always have our, dun-dun-dun. We've got, man, I'll tell you what. We've got our schedule up here. The gray hair is killing me, guys. I'm sorry. We got a new blog up here on our website if you want to check that out it's Winter Workout Tour. And we're talking about, bringing perspective to what's happening around us. How are we using the time with our student athletes to help them understand and engage in some really trying times? I think we have to bring this into the conversation. We've all dealt with COVID-19. We've all dealt with what's going on in the country. Whether your perspective on either side, I'm not talking about that, but how do we engage our youth? How do they understand how to deal with these things? And I think one of the most difficult things is in the fact that, you're talking to 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14-year-olds, and how do they understand these situations? What do they understand about them? And as parents, coaches, just the community, how can we help these young people understand how to overcome this adversity? We're always going to face adversity outside of a sport, but I think sport, if we utilize these opportunities to bring perspective to our young people, I think it makes a big impact. So hopefully you'll check out that blog. Appreciate that. And so let's get into some of our social shout outs here. What do you say? Social shout outs. Josh Cranwetter, just getting started with Clutch Baseball here. I think this is great. I love this letter that he got from one of his players. Dear Coach Josh, number 5, thank you for this season. I know it was harder because of COVID-19. See, and that right there shows that these kids are thinking about it. They hear what's going on. How are we helping them understand how to get through it? And thank you for all of the tournaments you entered us in this season. Also, you have taught me so many things. Thank you for all you have done for me this year. Big shout out, Josh Cranerader. Big shout out to this young player. That's awesome. I love that stuff. That's great. This youth baseball, man, this is what it's about. It's about the kids. It's about helping these young people understand how to get better. I saw this, and I have to put it on there. Nikki Craddock built the baseball Christmas tree for the sports barn, and that's pretty cool. So I wanted to give Nikki Craddock a big shout out there. I think it's killer. That's awesome. So if you're in the sports barn, you can see it there. It'll be right there. Big shout out, Nikki Craddock. This comes from Shane Eames down with the St. Louis Naturals. He posted this: extra work isn't for everyone, but neither is playing time or winning. You know, I think that's a great point. I had a conversation with Tom Broyles. Many of you saw just was last week. And we were talking about this. You know, I think we misunderstand the attitude of winning. Results on the scoreboard at the end of the day doesn't always reflect winning. Yes, we all want to be ahead at the end of the game. That's true. And results at the highest level in sports is important because that's how they get paid. And we understand all these things. But building a winning attitude, you know, you're playing in a game, and I've said this before, you're playing in a game, you lose 3-2 because one person made one more play, one team made one more play than the other. And you go back to work, and you work hard to put yourself in position to make every play to give you the opportunity to have the result you want at the end of the game. That's the winning attitude. And if somebody beats you, then that's a tip of the cap to them because they're working just as hard, and that's the point. Extra work isn't for everyone, but neither is playing time or winning. And that's the thought process. See, winning is about putting in the work that is necessary to play at that high level. And I think that's a great post. Shout out to Shane Eames there. Big time, bud. Then we got this one also from the St. Louis Naturals. I think this was great. I really enjoyed this. 99% versus 100%. How much are you giving each day? Are you giving everything you have or a little less than your best? Most people think that 99.9% is good enough to be considered giving it your all. Consider that if 99.9% was enough in other fields, then the U.S. Post Office would lose 400,000 letters every day. Pharmacists would fill 3,700 prescriptions incorrectly every day. 18 airplanes would crash every day. Doctors would drop 10 babies during delivery every day. I mean, that's perspective right there. That is truly a great perspective. Now, do you think it is too much to give 100% in practice, conditioning, the weight room, the classroom? That, to me, really, when you start putting it in terms like that, that's 0.1%. That's amazing. See, and that's what we don't sometimes realize, that 0.1%. And that's sometimes a difference between getting the result, the outcome you're looking for in a contest, that 0.1%. And that's where it really, you know, boils down to. And I think when we're talking about sport, when we're talking about competing, these are all the lessons. These are all the things that I think do bring perspective, insight. And a big shout out to all these guys that are putting these things out there for these young people. I think it's great. I want to show you here. We talked on Tuesday with Fort Zumwalt head coach Eric Goff about the upcoming 2021 season. Got a preview of the Fort Zumwalt West Jaguars baseball team. It was a great conversation with Coach Goff. Recommend you check that out. It's a lot of fun. We're looking to talk to more coaches as the season, as we get towards the 2021 season. Look to talk to more GAC coaches, Coach Perkins, Coach Hill, Coach Friedel. I'd love to talk to all the guys, Coach Seibert over at Zumwalt North. We've got some great coaches. We've got some great baseball in the St. Charles County area. And so check out the YBM cast with me, Matt and Brian, and I think you'll enjoy that a lot. Also want to throw out here the folks over at Game Changer Athletes, Jake Worrell, Nolan Brunworth. They've got another webinar coming up here on Monday, December 21st at 2020, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. You know, you can click here to register. It's all right there. I want to see Dartmouth head softball coach Jen Williams and Oregon assistant softball coach Joe Coons. That's a great lineup right there. That's awesome stuff. Those guys are doing a great job over there. So go check out Game Changer Athletes. Get in on this webinar. I think you'll enjoy that. That's some great stuff. And this is what this is about, helping our young athletes understand how to succeed. And these are great opportunities to hear from high-level coaches in the nation. I mean, Dartmouth and Oregon. So great stuff there. Good job, guys, getting that put together. Also, we're going to have Game 7 baseball on the show next week, talking with Dave and Dave. They got some great stuff coming up, and I'm not going to spoil it all right now. If you're following them on Facebook, you've seen a lot of the stuff with the home run derby, with all the tournaments, the high school, and all the stuff they got coming up. Hey, look, man, Game 7, they're doing a great job over there. If you're looking to get into a tournament, a local tournament, one outside, you got Tennessee. They're going to be in Kentucky again this year. Go to the website, game7baseball.com. Get yourself signed up for some tournaments coming up this year. They got some great stuff, Best of the Midwest down in Branson. And they got some good events down in Branson. You got your Game 7 Select League Session 1 coming up at Grand Slam Park here. So be looking, find out what's going on. We're going to have the fellas on again, like I said, next week. I believe it'll be a week from today, next Thursday. So we're going to be talking more about that stuff. Get in on Game 7 baseball. Great tournaments there. Thanks, Dave and Dave, for all your hard work. If you're Game Changer Athlete, if you want to go to the website, check them out, help them out, do that. And then we got one last thing I want to talk about. We got, this is PBR Missouri. We got Kevin Mulder coming up. I think it's a week from Tuesday. Yeah, December 22nd. December 22nd, put that on your calendar. Again, if you haven't subscribed, hit that dinger. Get the notifications. Kevin Mulder, the director of Prep Baseball Report here in Missouri, is on the show on YBM cast with Matt and Brian, talking baseball, talking PBR, talking rankings. You don't want to miss it. It's a great conversation that we'll have for you next week and a half, December 22nd. There we go. And I just want to point out here just a little bit. You got Carter Jensen from Park Hill. These are the top 10 rankings here in Missouri. Park Hill, Vianney, Liberty, Wentzville, Victor Quinn. Westminster Christian has a couple kids over there. Adam Ebling and Zach. Oh, my gosh. Dan Tuano, I guess. I hope I didn't destroy your name there, buddy. You got Austin Young over at Fort Zumwalt East. Coach Hill, good luck to you there, buddy. Isaiah Frost over in Blue Springs North. That's over around Kansas City area. But a lot of St. Louis stuff here. Eureka Holt. So it's going to be some great baseball coming up. So tune in. We're looking forward to having Kevin Mulder on the show. It'll be a good time. We're going to have a lot of fun with that. So, guys, we appreciate you joining with us today. Remember, again, if you're liking what we do, please follow us on Facebook at Youth Baseball Midwest. Subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. We appreciate it. Hit the dinger. And remember, all you pitchers, keep throwing strikes. All you hitters, hit them where they ain't. Everybody have a great day in the Lord. And we will see you next time.